Hello everybody, welcome back to Sonic Forces. Are you ready for another 2-episode session? Me and Derek are.
Yeah.
So, alright, so I immediately have to talk about this because it fucking freaked me out, okay? Right?
Sure.
So today, I got my car fixed. That's a whole nother buttload of bananas, though. But that's not important to the story. I had to pay off my uncle because he fixed my car. And I was driving back from his house, right? And suddenly, I just noticed the entire world just went red. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it's because the sun is setting. And I don't know. It was just weird. It was just weird. It's not very interesting or amazing.
Have you never seen the sunset?
Does the entire world turn red? Does that usually happen?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right. It seemed like the end of the world. That's how bad. That's what it looked like. That's what the lighting actually looked like. It felt like a volcano just erupted, and that's how a game's letting you know, because it tinted the entire world red. Like, that's how sunsets work, Derek?
Yeah, pretty much, honestly.
Wow. That's amazing.
Where have you been?
Inside, my entire life.
That's true. I guess that's fair. That sounds accurate.
I've never noticed it like that, though, before. Like, I've had to have been outside during sunsets, because, like, I'm outside during work.
I had to have been outside at some point.
Yeah, no, it's gone from day to night when I've been at work. I've worked doubles. So, like,
Yes.
I'm genuinely confused on what the hell happened. Like, I don't know. Oh, here's the girl singing.
Well, first off, I think the sun went down.
Well, that sounds accurate. But, like, I'm still not quite sure what happened. Like,
The sun went down.
gotcha.
That's what happened.
Is that it?
Yes.
Doesn't seem right.
Happens every day.
Does it? I don't.
I mean, most of the time.
Well, anyhow.
We're gonna talk about the time it didn't.
Also, my car broke down. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was in the middle of a Target. My car was, and I tried to start my car, and it's just going. Pshit, pshit,
Probably shouldn't have parked. Why would you park right on top of a Target? I would assume that there's something suspicious there.
It was weird too, because there appeared to be like a giant anvil right above my car.
And like,
And
there's
then for some reason an anvil fell on my car. That's when I knew something was really weird, because that doesn't usually happen.
Yeah, there's also birdseed in the center of the
Wait,
Target. I don't know what that was
kills
doing
you?
there.
Okay, that's stupid. It's also birdseed in the middle of a Target. Oh boy. Yeah, so I was in a parking lot in Target, and my car just fucking died. So like, I had to call my grandpa. I'm like, I'm trapped. I'm trapped in Target, and I have places to be.
Packed up.
I'm trapped in Target, and it's not good. There's an anvil above my head. I'm scared. Please come save me.
There's a suspicious-looking coyote hiding behind a tree. He looks a little miffed that I parked here. I think he's holding the rope to the anvil.
That's stupid. Alright, fine.
Oh, wait. No, he let go of the rope and there was an anvil above him. It's fine. The anvil is still here. I don't know why. I don't know how that's possible. There's a string just hanging limp next to it.
No, he tries to drop the anvil, but instead of falling directly onto the target where it's positioned above, it just slants and falls on top of his head. That's what would happen. That's how it'd go down.
Somehow your car broke down in a way into which it formed an electromagnet that was repelling the anvil as it fell, and it repelled it over onto the coyote. Because that's just how your luck works.
Yeah. That is how my luck works. I hit the jump
My car
button.
broke down and somehow made a reverse electromagnet.
Just
Physics
'cause...
broke for a little while.
Okay, that's stupid. Alright, yeah, physics broke for a little while. I would be the person to defy physics, though. That's how I roll.
Final physics.
Defy physics. Yeah. You know, I stick by what I said. It seems accurate. Is he gonna drop down on you? No. Alright, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll defy physics. Fuck physics. What's physics ever done for me?
Yeah, I know, you already said that. Fuck physics.
I guess that's how I defile it. I actually take the concept of physics and fuck it.
So,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, I've been sending you stuff from the new unset for Magic. There's some other things I meant to send you earlier, but I'm just gonna tell you about them instead.
Why don't you talk about that? You were supposed to talk about that, and you didn't.
I was gonna yesterday, but I didn't.
It's okay. They don't know what we recorded yesterday.
That's fine. Borderlands. Anyways,
God damn it! You spoil everything. Just
so
you're a spoiler. Spoiler.
Yeah, the unset. Basically, Magic. They've done this twice before. They release a joke set. It's called an unset because it's usually called like the past two were unhinged and unglued.
Right.
Unglued was just kind of like trash in terms of playability, and then unhinged was pretty good because they did a lot of really funny cards that you could still also just have like a wacky time playing with. That's the idea. If you were to, the idea is like that you draft the set and then you build like a wacky deck full of wacky cards and you have a wacky game. So some of the features are there's a thing that came out a long time ago in a real set called Rigger, which was Steam boss. He had gave +1/+0 and haste to other riggers, which at the time there were 0 other riggers, and he had an effect that stated whenever a creature you control would assemble a contraption, it assembles 2 instead. The contraptions didn't exist either. Since then, people have been waiting for the longest time to get contraptions, and now we got contraptions. I still don't know how they work because they're really complicated. You have to like have a creature. You have a separate deck which has your contraptions in it.
Right.
Have to have a creature in order to, or you have to have a creature assemble a contraption. At which point, I think like at the beginning of the game, you like shuffle your contraption deck, so it's random which contraption you get from it. You have to have a creature assemble a contraption. Then you take that contraption, you put it, and then you like put it under like a sprocket. Which has like a sprocket counter or whatever, and then you have to crank it.
I've actually genuinely been listening to what you're saying, and I have no idea what you're saying.
I don't either. And then after you have a contraption under a sprocket, I believe you have at the beginning of your turn, or if you have another effect that does it, you crank the contraption, or you crank the sprocket, which basically just like gives you the effect that's on the contraption.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really hard to. I don't really know what's going on exactly with them, but so that's one thing that's out in this set. They're also known for having things that kind of like go outside the game. So
hold on before just to finish, just so people are aware, the frame drops are happening on my computer screen too. It's not just our video. It was the game there. It was really laggy there. That was where am I? Why couldn't I move? All right. Anyhow, keep going. Your unhinged set of Magic, right?
Yeah. So some of the noteworthy cards that are pretty that I think are good anyways, because there's some like some people are disappointed because they've been releasing some pretty shitty ones that like seem like they could be actual cards in the game, or like that. Cause the other thing too with the unsets is you can't play the cards in normal games. That's just how they work.
Right. That was stupid.
Because they're so wacky usually.
They're so wacky.
Some of them are. Some people are upset because some of them aren't wacky enough, and and we want wacky.
We want wacky. Give us wacky, or we're gonna whack you. So says the Whack Master. Wait, where am
some
I?
of the noteworthy cards that I think are funny is there's a creature that's called Spike something Gamer or whatever. Spike is a term used for basically competitive players.
Right.
it's a whole thing. It's a very old Magic article. It's regarded as like one of the best articles related to Magic ever.
Why is there even a thing for that there?
There's a lot of articles written about Magic.
Who takes the time to rank articles written about Magic, Derek?
It's the most important because it tells you a lot about.
Even Yu-Gi-Oh hasn't sunk that low, Derek.
Tells you a lot about different types of players, as well as when Magic cards are produced and like new sets come out. It tells you, it basically gives you an idea of what like R&D is.
I'm just trying to figure out who spends their time reading Magic articles. Just gotta sit there. You just gotta sit there and read an article about Magic and just be like, ugh.
No, I read the thing. It was really interesting. Anyways, so one of them is called Spike something Gamer. It's I don't remember what it's called. It's like 2 colorless mana. I think like 2 black Phyrexian mana. He has an effect that is 4 black mana. Or 4 black Phyrexian mana, so you can essentially pay 8 life rather than paying any mana for it.
Right.
Look for search for.
You look for a card that is banned from the game.
For
and you add it.
For a card that you own that from outside the game that is currently banned, or that is or has been banned in a constructed format. Then you and put it into your hand.
Yes, that's what that card does. That's what I said.
The flavor text is, "Hang on, I have a response," which is funny. That's something that I do this too sometimes. Magic players are very well known for taking extra time, or especially if someone's playing a control deck, or even if they aren't, taking a long time to after someone plays a card to respond because they're deciding whether or not they want to respond. So if you're like holding a counter spell or something like that, which is it's like the equivalent in Yu-Gi-Oh of having like a negate trap face down. Difference is it's in your hand. You basically sit there when someone plays something like, do I counter? You also might just not have a counter, but you want to bluff that you do. So that's the main reason the flavor text is there, and it's really funny. That's what we're gonna allow one of the people in our play group to build that. He's gonna have a like 15 card list of what he can grab from outside from like using the effect. But we're gonna let him build it because it's not legal for Commander, but it's funny.
It's not legal for Commander, but it's funny. I mean, I thought, aren't you gonna do a draft of the set?
We might. We're not sure if we're going to or not. It depends. We want to see the rest of the spoilers before anyone decides if they want to buy a box and like if we're gonna draft it. Because like if it continues the way it is, we probably won't, just because it seems like kind of shitty. For like it's not as wacky as we'd like it to be.
You need a good whack attack.
There's a funny card that has like something. His effect basically makes it so when you go to play him, no one can move cards on the table while he's resolving.
Okay.
He's a creature, and the way what his other effect is when you play him, throw him onto the table from like at least 3 feet away. When he enters the battlefield, he fights whatever cards he touched.
Yeah, he's a slaying mantis, right?
Yes, slaying mantis. That's what it was. It's just like the art
Is your mic in?
Driving someone. No.
Can you?
I had to move here early.
Can you? He's gonna be really quiet now. If I can hear him at all, which I can't. I thought it was weird and he was cutting out, but I didn't want to say anything because he gets mad. Also, he's not responding, so that's cool. I'm too busy trying to finish the stage to care about it just now. But what the hell is that? Oh, okay. Well, it's the end of the episode. It's the end of the stage, so that's convenient because Derek's gone now. Hopefully, there's not a cutscene. Oh, cool, an S rank. That's nice. There's probably a cutscene though. I'm thinking. Derek finally turned on his mic. Well, anyhow, next time on Speletons, everyone.
I'll continue more with less technical difficulties.
Bye-bye!